Continuing, 2.2. High chart. So last class, we followed an example, and now we're going to make one on one. Okay? Without all those values put in there. We're going to put the values in ourselves. All right? And this, we've actually gotten a little more data, or a little more information about this data. And that is that it's the number of degrees conferred in thousands in 1990. So in other words, this says that there were 455,000 associate's degrees that were earned in 1990. And let's make a pie chart of this data. So the first thing we need to do is come up with these relative frequencies. How do we do that? We find out what percentage of total degrees associate's degrees were, right? So in order to do that, we have to first add up how many degrees there are. So I'm going to go 455 plus 1,052 plus 325 plus 71 plus 38, and that turns out to be 1,941. That is, and in context, right? That means that there were 1,941,000 degrees earned in the United States in 1990. Wow, that's pretty cool. I always like to put the data in context. So how do we come up with the relative frequency? We're going to take our number of degrees and we're going to divide it by the total degrees earned. So 455 divided by 1,941 is going to be approximately 0.23. Over here, we're going to divide 1,052 divided by 1,941. And that's going to give us approximately 0.54 or 54%. We're going to do the next one. 325 over 1,941. And that'll give us approximately how many, what percentage of degrees earned were master's degrees. That is around 17%, or that proportion is 0.17. How many got their first professional degree? 71. And the proportion is going to be 71 divided by 1,941, which is going to be approximately, and I'm rounding to the hundredths place, 0.04. And lastly, the proportion of people who got doctoral degrees, PhDs, and whatnot, was 38 divided by 1941, which is around, approximately, 0.02. All right. Now, we got to figure out how much of a circle each of these things take up, right? So what we want to know is what percentage of a circle, or how much of a circle does 23% take up, right? In order to do that, we're going to multiply 360 degrees by 0.23, and that is going to give us around 83 degrees. Okay, now let's look at that. Okay, what in the world does that mean? We've got our circle. right? If you split it up, right, that's 180 degrees. You start at 0 degrees. You're going around it in this direction, right? When you come back, you get to 360, right, at the same spot. 90 degrees is right here, right? Down here we got 270. So around how much of this circle is 83 degrees? It's going to be about a little less than quarter, right? So maybe right there we would say 83 degrees is right there. So that's how we're going to use this information to fill in the shaded areas in our circle. So let's go ahead and finish getting these degrees, and then we'll actually make it using the circle of Lesson. All right, 360 times 0.54 is around 194 degrees, bless you.
Thank you.
That's approximately it's approximately 61 degrees. And then 360 times 0.04 is going to be approximately 14%. And then we got 360 times 0.02, which is going to be approximately 7%. Why am I writing percents? These are degrees, right? Okay. Let's draw a big circle.
A circle.
A circle of light. Alright. Well, you know what? I have a magic circle. You can put things into it. You can pull a lamp out of it and be crazy.
A lamp? What?
A lamp. Like Mary Poppins? Like that.
Oh, with that. Okay.
Alright. Interesting. So when I make this, I am going to start with the largest one. Okay? Biggest one is 194. Okay? That's a lot of degrees. These are the degrees of the degrees. Alright, 194. Okay. So if we look at the circle, if we were to cut it in half, and I'm going to erase this line eventually, okay? That would be about 180 degrees, right? So what do you think? 194 is probably like, if this is the center, 194 is probably something like that, right? So that's all of this stuff. So I erased that because it's not there. So we would say this is bachelor's. And what percentage was bachelor's degrees?
I don't know.
It should be in your notes. Boom.
54%.
54% is from the first degree. All right. Wow, how am I spelling that wrong? Why? What? Oh. Okay. Okay, next, we need to, let's go ahead and do the next biggest one. So that's going to be the 83 degrees. So 83 degrees is going to be a little less than 90, so we should have like a chunk that looks like a quarter of a circle, right? So we're just going to kind of have to estimate what that's going to look like, right? Like, try to think, okay, if this is a line, we need to make a 90-degree angle right here, right? It's going to be a little less than 90 degrees. Oh, it looks just like a 90-degree angle would be. A little less than 90 degrees, right? I don't know. Okay. I'm going to go with it. Hey, how many, what was this? This was for associate's degrees, which was 23%. Associate's degrees. 23%. All right, we're on a roll, I think. No? Yeah. Okay. This is my rock climbing meeting. Let's find the next one. So we did associates, bachelors. What's the next biggest one? The next biggest one is master's degrees at about 61 degrees, right? So, gosh, that's between 45 and 90. So I'm using those as references, right? Because I kind of know what a, bless you.
Thank you.
Looks like what a. I kind of know what a 45-degree angle looks like. I'm pretty good at knowing what a 90-degree angle looks like. All right. So let's get that. $61 degrees between a 45. Let's see. Let's get 61. I don't know. What is that? Okay, what's the matter here? Let's estimate. Let's see. Less than 90 degrees, but greater than 45 degrees. So.
Oh, wait.
Well, we're looking at the degrees. Gosh, that doesn't look right. No, that last one. So less than 90, but greater than 45, right?
50.
Something like that. Like the first one? I might have been right. I might have been just being too nitpicky. So that was master's degrees at 17%. All right, and the next one we have so we're at 4% and 2%. We gotta split this into 4% and 2%. So the 2% is gonna be much smaller. Probably not that small. I guess that'll work. All right. So we're not going to be able to fit the writing in there, right? So we're going to have to put a little thing in there. Which one was less?
2%.
But it was professional and doctoral. So doctoral was less. All right, so this one's doctoral. This one is professional. This one was at 2%. This one was at 4%. And hey, no good graph is without a title, right? So we would call this,
1990 graduates.
yeah, or degrees. Yeah, I like that. Degrees earned or graduates, I guess. Yeah. In 1990. But I like that you included the 1990s. That is a breakdown.
What?
1990.
Okay.
I cannot do 1990.
So much.
All right, and we did all of these things. That's what their pie chart looks like. Ours looks a lot like that, doesn't it? Very nice. All right, hey, qualitative data sets. A burrito chart.
A burrito?
Yes, it's a burrito chart.
Oh,
Burrito.
oh.
You've probably heard it called a bar graph, and that's what it is. It's a bar graph. The height of each bar represents the frequency or relative frequency. That means how many there are in that category, right? The bars are positioned in order of decreasing height, with the tallest one on the left, right? All right, so when we construct this, when we go through that, here's the situation. The retail industry lost 36.5 billion in inventory shrinkage. The loss of inventory through breakage, pilferage, shoplifting. I think we're okay. Let's write down the one that we built. So we're going to see that build one, and then write down all the information. Okay. So we've got administrative error at $5.4 billion, employee deaths at $15.9 billion, shoplifting at 2.7, and vendor fraud at 1.4. We're gonna organize this data.
Oh.
Which of these are pilfering? I don't think I understand the definition of these words. Pilfering? What? Yeah, just stealing? Okay.
Would it just be
Like internal stealing? Alright. Yeah, okay. Alright. So here it is. The biggest one was employee theft. And you can see that it has been put all the way over on the left. It is the tallest one. Shoplifting, administrative error, and vendor fraud. It's easy to see. It's so easy. So fresh and so clean. Oh. Okay, so we're going to construct one. Better Business Bureau receives complaints from customers. Yes, indeed, do write this down. This is the one we're going to make. Oh, so there it is. so let's check this out. Let's look at our,
That's ours.
whoa.
Right.
Yeah, wait. So we're looking at Better Business Bureau complaints from customers. Their complaints about home furnishing stores, about computer sales and service stores, auto dealers, auto repair shops, dry cleaning companies. And here's how we organize them. I have a feeling that you guys are going to be fine at this, right? Yeah. I mean, it's not hard. It's good stuff, right? Make your bars a nice. Okay, so do put this one in your notes.